I don't know if either of you have been as glued to the internet breaking the last few days as I have, but I just have to say I cannot wait for the sports pop star rom-com that is going to come out in a year based off Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, I heard about this.
I have literally been obsessed. I came home on Monday and I was like, Sophie, I need to tell you about this because I am obsessed.
Ever since yesterday, Sam's just been sending me TikTok edits of them smiling at each other.
Oh my god.
Taylor Swift songs playing over them. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Midlight Crisis, a real podcast hosted by three grown-up biologists revisiting books from our teens, and it's totally cool. I am one of your hosts, Sophie, and today I have been genetically recombined with a bird that has a superpower, but just the tiniest amount. That's why
how much would you say?
Well, that's why I can still talk. Because it's just 2%. So small. But the bird with a superpower that I have been recombined with today is a wet lizard flycatcher.
What the fuck?
That sounds like a thing that just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a common name some tired scientist came up with.
It's just like a wet lizard and it catches flies and they're like, yeah, fine, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Why? Just even excluding wet.
Yeah.
A lizard flycatcher is so funny to me because it's just yeah, it's a flycatcher, but it eats lizards. It's no, it's a flycatcher.
No. See, this one makes it sound like it is a lizard that catches flies.
Oh, sure.
Based on the syntax.
Yeah.
But that's not how the generator goes.
Sure. Is a wet lizard just a salamander?
I was also thinking that.
Yeah. Or like a gator.
Yeah. Oh, what are those wet lizards? You know?
Wet lizards?
You know wet lizards?
There's this guy on TikTok who walks barefoot around the jungle and calls crocodilians swamp puppies, and he just grabs them.
Oh
no.
My god. Why would you walk barefoot in a place where you could get parasites?
He is living life on peaceful mode. He's just constantly walking around barefoot in the jungle and grabbing toxic, venomous, and poisonous animals and being like, wow, look at this.
I wonder if guinea worm side effects are peacefulness.
Damn.
You could not pay me.
No.
Actually, I think is guinea worm eradicated in North America?
I don't know.
I
avoid thinking about parasites unless it's the tongue-stealing isopods. I think about those slightly too frequently.
As much as you think about the Roman Empire?
Oh my god.
More than I think about the Roman Empire, way more. I've never thought about the Roman Empire in my life before this trend started.
Ever? Didn't you read Percy Jackson?
That was the Greek Empire.
And the Romans. It was the whole second series.
Yeah, but I just thought that they were inferior to the Greek ones because the Greek ones were first.
Wow.
That's fair.
I don't know anything about the actual Greek or Roman empires, but I like the Chercy Baxon.
Yeah, you do?
The Chercy Baxon books more than the Heroes of Olympus ones.
The Heroes of Olympus ones makes me cry harder.
There is that.
Anyway, who else is on this podcast?
Probably Chercy Baxon.
I am not Chercy Baxon, but my name is Sam, and today I am 2% mixed with an undead barnacle heron.
Oh.
Spooky season!
No.
Spooky season.
A barnacle heron.
Yeah.
Barnacle heron is gross.
Does it eat barnacles?
No, it's covered in barnacles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this very vivid imagery.
If it's undead, it's definitely.
Yeah. Ew.
Very Pirates of the Caribbean-y.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very me. That's my peak vibe. If anyone were to ask me, do you think about Pirates of the Caribbean on a daily basis? I'd probably have to say yes.
Yes. At least once a week.
At least once a week.
At least once a week.
At least.
Pirates of the Caribbean is our Roman Empire.
It sure is mine.
I think Sam and I were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean within hours of me getting home from a month-long trip.
I think you're right. In my defense.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
No. Well, isn't a whale kind of like a barnacle heron?
Explain.
Oh, I mean...
Because they're covered in stuff that's like barnacles.
Depends on the whale.
And
yeah,
they eat wet animals. Like herons do.
True.
Hold on. Your definition for a whale has an external parasite and eats damp food?
No. An external external. No, I almost said it again. External barnacle.
External crustacean?
Parasite. Yeah.
A crustacean parasite and eats damp things.
Yeah. No, wet animals.
But what about the crustaceans that also have the external crustaceans?
Also whales.
Does that mean that someone who has lice and is eating sushi is a whale?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No notes.
I hate lice.
Is lice a crustacean? I don't think so.
Aren't all insects
arthropod
crustaceans?
Well, no.
I feel like arthropods and crustaceans are different.
They are, but every crustacean is an arthropod, but not every arthropod is a crustacean.
Yeah. But all insects are crustaceans, aren't they?
No, they're arthropods.
No, hexapods are inside something.
Yeah, I feel like Sam and I ganging up on Sophie, the taxonomist, might end poorly for us.
Insects are pancrustacean hexapod invertebrates.
Are they actually?
Yeah, they're nested within Pancrustacea.
That seems fake.
But
have you seen an isopod?
Occasionally.
Touché.
Okay, anyway, I'm also on this podcast.
Who else?
My name is Hannah, and today I have been 2% recombined with a laser nails fish hummingbird.
What? A fish hummingbird?
A fish hummingbird?
I'm a lizard flycatcher, you're a fish hummingbird.
But both the fish and hummingbirds don't have nails.
No, but they can have laser nails.
They can have laser nails. They have keratin over the ends of their toes. It counts, probably.
Yeah. Claws are just like a nail, but in a different shape.
My favorite part is you are literally the only bird that could not eat a fish.
Very true.
Like, I could believe any other bird could eat at least some kind of fish.
Yeah.
Except a hummingbird.
Not a hummingbird.
Maybe it's just a fish-shaped hummingbird.
Yeah, it's fish-shaped.
Yeah.
Everyone knows fish are the most aerodynamic shape.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
hummingbirds and seahorses, basically the same vibe, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Except seahorses can't go anywhere, and hummingbirds can only go fast.
So really a fish hummingbird is a seahorse.
Is a seahorse.
Yeah.
With laser nails.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Anyway, obviously, the reason all of this has happened is because we're talking about the book by James Patterson called Maximum Ride, The Angel Experiment, which is about bird kids who've been recombined with birds.
Uh-huh. No, yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, I've forgotten how to podcast.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. But I'm pretty sure what normally happens is you guys tell me what I was supposed to have learned from these books chapters.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just jump right into it.
Jump right in.
Yeah, jump in there.
So our kids start off at the library where they find some computers and try to start searching for the Institute, which is definitely something they will find using the internet and not some top secret base with no traces on the internet.
Yeah.
After an hour and a half of searching, their computer decides to fail and seemingly crash, though I think we all know something is more foul at play here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The flock takes off as a creepy security guard starts walking towards them, and much to my dismay, there was in fact no eraser chase, and we go into the next chapter with Angel begging Max to take the subway back to Central Park, where they have all decided to sleep in trees again. Max begrudgingly says yes to the subway, where they hop some turnstiles, wait 10 odd minutes, then notice something not so right from the subway coming down that tunnel. So Max decides the best idea is to jump on that subway track and head down the tunnel. But kids, this is in fact not a good idea. And don't do this when at a subway station, please.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because the most important thing about walking through a subway tunnel is to stay off the third rail. As Fang puts it, because if you touch it, you're human popcorn. The other important thing is to not get hit by a train and to discover a homeless encampment somewhere in the tunnels.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the bird kids come upon just that, and they take the kind offer to sleep on an unoccupied section of an elevated ledge. And then sometime during the night, Max has an episode of wicked bad brain pain and wishes for death. Then there's a cliffhanger where someone yells, "Who's messing with my Mac?" But I don't know what that's about.
Nope.
Yet.
No
It's
idea.
unclear.
What a cliffhanger from this 4-paragraph long chapter.
Yeah, it was like the longest chapter too, wasn't it? Oh no,
What?
I
No.
think the first one was.
It was the shortest one. The first one
Yeah.
was the longest.
Yeah. And not a single one did they get pursued by erasers.
Yeah, that seems suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the security guard was one. I think that was sort of what was being implied.
It was, yeah. Or that they're so paranoid that any adult looking
Yeah.
at them is a potential eraser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they go to the library for the first time, which is really
And
exciting
it's
for them.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Having fun is not hard for them.
Yeah.
But they don't have a library card, actually.
Yeah, maybe it is hard because they don't have a library card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely thought when they were told, like, in order to use the computer, they had to sign in. And I was like, oh man, how are they going to sign into the computer without a library card number? But no, the guy at the front desk literally meant they had to sign in. They just had to write a name down on a piece of paper, and then they got to use the computer for free.
Yeah.
So that's pretty chill.
Ye olden days.
Ye olden days.
Nothing on the internet but that old Space Jam website, so
Hell yeah.
nothing worth stealing. Don't need passwords.
Uh-uh.
I did look up.
Uh-huh.
So Max is like, wow, we've never been inside a library. And we were staring like the out-of-town yokels we were. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, libraries known for only being in cities. Like,
Yeah, right? No small town has ever had a library.
yeah, I'm like, I don't think in 2006
No.
there had never been a library in a small town. I mean, I understand why they haven't been to a library.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I did just, because I kind of look up whatever I feel like when
Uh-huh.
reading these chapters. I
Uh-huh.
was like, I'm just going to look up yokel. I just want to know.
Uh-huh.
I just want to look up
Uh-huh.
yokel. And there isn't really anything to go to from here, but I do want to read this one part from the Wikipedia description of a yokel.
Okay.
Because according to Wikipedia, a yokel is the stereotype of unsophisticated country people.
Uh-huh.
And it's only attributed to the early 19th century.
Oh. It's like recent slang,
Yeah,
sort of.
exactly. But the description of a yokel is yokels are depicted as talking about bucolic topics like cows, sheep, goats,
What?
wheat,
Oh.
alfalfa.
Alfalfa, huh?
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa?
Yeah, fields, crops, and tractors to the exclusion of all else.
Dang.
Dang.
I mean,
So farming culture.
yeah, they're just farmers. Or maybe they're playing some kind
Yeah.
of Settlers of Catan expansion pack.
Yeah, I just was like, yes, Max, always talking about your cows, sheep, and goats,
Yep.
and alfalfa.
Alfalfa.
That's all I had to say about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing I noticed about this chapter is that Max sort of flirts with the librarian and Fang is big mad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, isn't that your brother? No? Okay,
No.
that's fine.
Look, I don't want to look it up because I'm pretty sure there's some kind of psychology thing about how if you grow up with someone,
Yeah.
you genuinely don't really feel
Yeah, I think
romantically inclined.
the reason, how do I phrase this in a way that's not disgusting?
Uh-huh.
The reason incest is icky is nurture, not nature.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I do think it's biological that you psychologically are
Yeah.
disinclined to develop
Yeah.
romantic attachment to somebody that you grew up with, because the idea is if you grew up with someone in the same household,
You're probably related and
yeah, you
shouldn't have children
probably
with them.
shouldn't have children with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to look it up.
No, that's like a thing.
Yeah.
And I think it goes the opposite direction where people who don't know their siblings can
Yeah.
develop feelings,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate and also
Yeah.
icky.
Unfortunate. I don't want to get into that.
No.
I was like, yeah, we're preaching.
Yeah. Maybe because Max and Fang grew up in different dog crates. It's
Mhm.
fine.
Oh my god.
I was thinking because they're so heavily traumatized, they have no idea what any kind of normal
Oh, yeah.
relationship is like.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go with the dog
Yeah.
crates one.
It's like not the same household because it was different dog crates.
It's different dog crates. Gotcha. That makes sense for sure.
Completely different.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. This just got really weird.
Anyway,
We haven't podcasted in a hot minute.
no.
Yeah.
I've been saving up all my weird just for you.
Yeah, I barely talked to human beings in the last month, so. My other favorite part of this chapter, I almost called it an episode, was
Yeah?
Max saying, how to surf the net.
Hell yeah, man.
It's so 2000s.
Super rad.
Yeah.
Cool beans. I'm gonna surf the net.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know they actually know who came up with the term
Oh my god.
surf the net?
No.
I didn't know that. Do you know that?
I do know.
Yeah, you want to share?
Okay.
I would love
Okay.
to.
Wow, great.
And actually, it is a New York public librarian who coined it. Not the one they're at, but one of the libraries.
Oh, a different New York?
Well, there's like 92 New York libraries.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But this woman, Jean, I don't know if she's French. Jean Armour Polly was the person who started saying surfing the net in the early 1990s.
Why did she do that?
After she convinced the library to buy their first computer for public use, she was writing an article to like tell people how great it was to come to the library and surf the net.
Oh my god.
That's so weird.
My favorite part about this article is she's like, the only quote from her in this article is, I actually got some hate mail from surfers because they thought I was equating it with channel surfing. It was not an easy thing to use the internet back then. So really, I was agreeing with them that their sport is hard. And I'm like, what
the hell?
the hell is going on?
I didn't even know that was like a controversy thing. Jeez.
Oh my god. I thought surfers were chill.
Yeah, apparently not.
Wow.
Listen, Hannah, their sport is hard.
Their sport is hard.
It
I was
is.
gonna
Also,
say-
why are there surfers in New Yawk City? Are there waves there?
There's surfers everywhere.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
I think she wrote an article and put it on the internet so people could see it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you can just do that. You can just put stuff on the internet.
You could just do that.
Anybody can do it. You can just get a microphone and talk at it for an hour and put
it's
it on the
wild.
internet.
The picture of her in this article is just her sitting next to the oldest computer you could possibly imagine, holding up this big book that says Internet for Kids and Family.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh my god.
She is truly an icon.
That's amazing.
Surfing the web. Nope. Surfing the net. Sorry, not the
net.
web.
Yes.
That's what people say now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my piece of history for today.
That's surprisingly delightful.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I like
I
it.
wasn't expecting that.
All comes full circle. New York.
New York. New York.
Yeah.
Well, unsurprisingly, these bird kids have a difficult time trying to Google for something called the Institute in New York City.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked.
Can't imagine why that was difficult. I also tried to do that, and it didn't work for me either.
Really? Interesting.
It turns out there's a lot of things called the Institute in New York City, or the Institute of something in New York City. But you know what I could not find?
What?
I could not find the Institute for Realizing Your Pet's Inner Potential.
Wow.
Which is a website that Max found, apparently, or an institution that Max found.
I love that it's an institute.
It's an institute? Do they institutionalize the pets?
No. It very clearly says your pet. So I think
that's true.
It's for the person.
You institutionalize yourself because you really gotta learn about your pet's
until
inner potential.
You fully appreciate your pet's inner potential.
Yeah. I don't have any pets currently, but if I did, I would want to take them to this place to find out what their potential is.
Yeah, like, not to be too self-aggrandizing, but I do sort of feel like I have fully realized my specific pet's inner potential.
I don't think she has very much.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
For the listeners, Sophie's cat has not moved from the couch except to get her food. Probably in days. She loves that spot on the couch.
She's 15.
I'm looking at her right now.
What do you want from her? She's an elderly lady.
She is very precious. It's true.
She's wearing a vest right now. What more do you want from her?
Why is she wearing a vest?
She hurt herself.
She scratched herself until she bled.
Uh-huh.
She's got old lady allergies.
Sophie leaves, instantly scratches herself to bleeding.
See, this is what I mean about your cat's a wellspring of potential.
It's because you wouldn't let her into your room to
it's
put
a shallow pond.
To put her allergens directly into your face all night.
Yeah, she's allergic to stuff. I'm allergic to her.
It's a bad combo.
Allergic to each other. Anyway, I gotta leave for a month. Bye. Have fun, guys.
Yep.
No, I really appreciate it, and Totoro loves you. I swear.
It's hard to tell with her because her face is evil. You think you've seen a cat with a resting bitch face. You've never seen this cat before, though.
No.
Oh, man.
Unless you follow us on our Instagram or TikTok.
That's true. Then you have seen her before and you know.
I would love to go to like a pet psychic or an institute to realize my pet's inner potential and just have someone tell me what they think Totoro is saying or thinking at me, because I'm just like, I feel like
there's nothing.
No, there's nothing.
Yeah.
She has moved across 4 provinces with me, and every single time I move her into a new house, she just like walks out of her carrier, like doesn't even look around, just like finds a spot to lie down and then falls asleep. And it's like, yeah, not a single thought.
There's nothing happening in there.
Totoro's potential is the ability to find the comfiest place to sleep in any house.
See, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, that does seem like a good skill.
Is me realizing her inner potential mean that I can just spend my whole day napping in various places around the house?
Oh, yeah. So you have to experience her best life?
Yep.
Question mark.
It's important.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think my rat Skunk, had limitless potential because she was lovely.
So did Violet.
And then Violet had limitless potential in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
She was less lovely.
An unstoppable force.
She truly was.
Anyway, I'm gonna laugh really hard if the place that is experimenting on animal-human hybrids is called, their cover name is the Institute for Realizing Your Pet's Inner Potential.
Oh no. I didn't consider that. I hate it now. That's mean.
It would be mean.
That's just mean. How could they?
How could they?
Well, I guess how could they, starting with when they abducted a bunch of children and experimented on their DNA.
Yeah, that's fair. That's already how could they?
Yeah, they already could.
Yeah. But it is right after Max Googles I guess maybe it wouldn't be Google. I don't know, maybe it would be the Institute for Realizing Your Pet's Inner Potential, that the computer explodes?
It crashes?
Crashes?
See, I thought she just was Googling too hard.
Yeah. Like, she describes it as the computer screen blurred and crashed.
Yeah, what's up
and
with
a
that?
string of orange words, fail, 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 scrolled across the screen.
That's
What
so
did she
scary.
do to it?
What did she do?
Like,
Also orange?
yeah.
Has Google ever been orange? Google has been around since the 90s.
I don't know.
No, guys, I assumed that they were getting hacked by, like, the Institute.
Oh.
Like, I assumed that, like, they had gotten found, and then the Institute was like, stop it, no, ba, and, like, shut down the computer. That's what I assumed.
Oh. They got too close.
Whatever search she was at, like, the search history was...
it was too sus.
Too close.
Yeah, because I'm sure that they were just, like, literally Googling, like, the Institute.
Yeah.
And they probably have on their radar or whatever, people, like, actually, I don't know back then, but, like, nowadays, if you're, like, constantly searching for something, it's going to flag some sort of data tracking thing that's somewhere in the ether web of everything.
Yeah.
And it would immediately flag it. Then some hacker or programmer or developer within the Institute was like, oh no, alert, this computer is, like, trying to figure shit out, and then they immediately send, like, a bug and, like, infiltrate it to, like, stop it.
Dang.
That's what I assumed happened. But I might just be too far-fetched for this.
No, that's a better hypothesis. Also,
it's certainly more fun.
Especially if they were, like, it does say Fang and I searched every way we could think of.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're probably putting in genetically modified bird kids.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, like, they're doing everything you shouldn't be doing because there are eyes everywhere on the internet. So if you want to be searching for some top secret government agency and get yourself arrested, that's what you do. But in a fictional story where because I don't know if we've established it. I can't remember. And I remember when I was reading it, I couldn't remember if they're a government industry or if we're thinking they're private.
We don't know.
Because if they're government, then they just send the FBI or CIA and, like, arrest them on the spot. Or with private, they're going to go send their erasers, which could have been the security guard. But, like, then the security guard didn't actually chase them. And I'm like, okay, they're just paranoid. But I full-heartedly believe that their searching on that computer alerted something. Then the Institute shut it down immediately because they're getting searched so much. And we're like, nope, bad computer. And then, like, roasted the computer from the inside.
Bad computer.
Bad computer.
Bad. Fail.
And that's why you should always use a VPN. It's today's sponsor. See, if we had a sponsor, that would have been a great segue.
VPN.
It would have been good.
It would have.
VPN.
Surfshark.
Surfshark? Surfshark, sponsor us.
Hey, Surfshark. We had a great opening.
It would have been great. We can go back and put it in.
When you're surfing the net.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
I thought you were going to say you got to use incognito mode. So the little man with the hat is protecting you.
I mean, that won't even save you.
No, incognito mode doesn't work. And that's why you need a VPN.
That's why you need a VPN.
Today's sponsor.
Yeah.
Today's sponsor is
Google incognito mode. Anyway.
No. I love incognito mode.
I just, like, I'm glad you had an explanation, Sam, because a string of orange words, fail, 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 just is not how anything works.
No.
Like, I feel like I've seen my fair share of, like, crash screens.
Have you?
Ever since approximately, 1998, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like they're always the same.
It's usually the blue screen of death.
Yeah, orange is a new one for me.
I think I've seen... Yeah, I've never seen orange. I've seen, I think, blue, black, or green. Yeah.
Maybe it's a Linux thing.
Orange.
Is that...
Maybe it's an Apple thing.
Is Linux orange?
Maybe.
Has anyone used the first Mac?
I mean, perhaps that homeless person down in the subway is using...
Maybe they'll know.
They'll know. They'll be able to tell us next time.
It just reminds me of the Homestar Runner video, which I don't think any of you have watched.
No.
But there's just, like, a part where Strong Bad gets a virus on his computer and it just says, computer over, virus equals very yes. And that's what this feels like.
Computer over.
Yeah.
Computer over.
It's just a blue screen that says, see, it's still blue though.
Yeah, see? It's not orange.
Computer over.
Computer over.
Fail, fail, fail. Anyway,
Okay.
and then they get on the subway.
Yeah,
Or not.
they plan to get on the subway, and Max is like, oh man, it's gonna cost $12 for all of us to ride the subway because it's $2 a piece. And I was like, that seems pretty reasonable. How much is the subway in New York?
Uh-oh.
And currently it is $2.90, which is honestly offensive to me.
Yeah.
Like, they should just round it up to $3 and be done with it.
Yeah.
But it turns out that back in the early 2000s, it actually was $2 for a basic
Wow.
subway fare. So James Patterson did research in this specific avenue, perhaps not on
Yeah.
anything else. Computer crash screens,
Yeah.
genetics.
Yeah, he couldn't find computer crash screens in the encyclopedia he was using to research for this.
Yeah. What a ding dong.
Yeah.
He was like, the computer.
Surfing the net.
Surfing the net. I don't surf. I hire ghost surfers.
Go surfers.
That's not funny, I'm sorry.
They're like shouting as they're surfing. My name is James Patterson. Yeah, like the author.
Yeah, you know him, that's me.
He's wearing a shirt that says James Patterson while he's surfing.
Yeah.
That's what a ghost surfer is.
That's what a ghost surfer
They're like,
is.
wow, did you know James Patterson? I almost said the wrong one.
Yeah.
James Patterson is so good at surfing. I saw him at the beach. Yeah, I knew it was him because he had a shirt that said James Patterson
That
on
said,
it.
hello, my name is James Patterson, the author.
Yeah, the author.
Best-selling author, James Patterson.
Yeah, the font just kept getting smaller. As he kept adding things down the shirt. Anyway.
Yeah.
If anyone were to have a shirt like that, it would be James Patterson.
It would be James
It
Patterson.
would be.
I bet he does have a shirt like that.
Yeah.
Probably.
If I ever became a best-selling author, I would have a shirt like that.
I also would. Yeah. My only experience with the New York subway is that it was the most overwhelming place I've ever been after Penn Station, which is kind of part of it. And I was coming from Toronto.
Oh.
Which is already pretty overwhelming in subways.
Yeah, I mean, all I could think during this part of these these chapters was how much I miss a subway being near me.
Yep.
Subways are pretty
too.
great.
Oh, what a prime method of public transit.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the Paris subway is so good.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It's so
wow.
good.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Where would a subway even go in Newfoundland?
Nowhere.
You could take it for 45 seconds to get to Kitty Vitty and then just come back.
I would take
I mean, that sounds pretty great.
though.
Me too.
Yeah, I would too.
I actually hate that Kitty Vitty is so hard to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you've discovered a need.
I've solved it, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, after we open our wetsuit rental business and our sailboat rental business,
And our kelp farm.
which we're opening, and our kelp farm, all of which we're opening out of spite, we're also going to open a subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't we also
Yeah.
having a bookstore / aquarium / cafe, or did we give up on that one?
That one's not out of spite, though.
That's not spite.
Oh, that one's just out of desire. Okay, gotcha.
That one's just for fun.
That's just joy.
I missed that this was just the spite businesses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're mad about
There's
it.
a lot of things that fuel me, and it's mostly spite.
Mostly spite, yeah.
Yeah. 2% other things. 98% spite.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. The only other anecdote I had about the New York subway was that I forgot what
Did
I
you
said.
forget?
Yeah, I almost said public subway, and then I was like, that's not right. I mean, it is, but it's not right.
Yeah. Technically correct.
Is that I bought a week-long pass for like, I don't remember what it was, like $20 American,
Nice.
and the guy gave me $100 in change.
What?
'Cause
Why?
he fucked up, I guess. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
You got paid to ride the subway.
Yeah, and American money is all green, so I had no idea until like 2 days later that it wasn't just $1 bills.
Oh my god, American money makes me so frustrated.
I was like, yeah, I have this stack of $1 bills, and then the person I was staying with was like, those are 20s. I was like, oh, interesting.
How did that happen?
Well, sucks to be that fair desk person.
Yeah, that does
'cause
suck.
that's missing from the till now.
Yeah. On the plus side, you got paid to ride the subway.
I sure did.
So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty great. So I'm a big fan of the New York subway, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a positive experience?
Yeah.
That's great. Have you ever walked on the tracks or in the tunnel of a New York subway?
Absolutely not. No. No. I feel like I've read many books where they do, though.
Yeah, me too. Honest, I was like half expecting them to find a Ninja Turtle somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Just because that seems like the kind of pop culture reference that Max would inexplicably know, even though she doesn't know like regular things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and Fang somehow knew what a third rail was, and I didn't know what that was until I read The City We Became.
Yeah. Why does...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew there was something about the rail, but I do think it's just because of, what was it, Valiant? Holly Black? There's a lot of them being in subway tunnels in that one.
I remember that too.
Yeah. And I think that's where I know everything about subway tunnels.
I feel like knowing more than nothing about subway tunnels is a little questionable by itself.
Yeah. Fang goes on, I guess, probably Wikipedia deep dives. When was Wikipedia invented?
I don't know.
Fang goes on encyclopedia deep dives.
He probably does just read.
Yeah.
Wikipedia Wikipedia Laos. Ew, what?
What?
I think Wikipedia is just pulling up my dirty secrets. Oh, Wikipedia was launched in 2001, so Fang could have been on the cutting edge of Wikipedia.
Wow. That's
holes.
How the third rail, probably.
Yeah, probably. It's the only explanation.
Yeah. I did try and look up abandoned subway stations.
Oh, yeah?
Because, so they arrive at this, like, large concrete cavern.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, full of this homeless encampment. But I sort of, I don't know. There are a list of stations that have been closed without being destroyed.
Okay.
And demolished is how you actually say that. Not destroy.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Destroyed.
No. So there is a list of the subway stations that still exist but aren't used anymore, but none of them were like close to the library, and I don't think they walked that far.
No, they probably would have gone to like
the next station,
the next one.
Yeah. And so maybe there is one that I just didn't look hard enough for, or more likely James Patterson just made it up.
Is it fiction?
Probably.
It could be fiction is the thing about it. I know it sounds crazy. But also it doesn't really sound like it's actually a subway platform. Or if it is, it like wasn't even finished being made, because it's like, the ceiling is dripped with paint stalactites.
Yeah, what is going on in that place?
I don't know.
I am a little confused by the description of this underground city.
Yeah, maybe it's just people who know New York better would be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because is that cartoon Spider-Man, that new one? Is that in New York?
Spider-Man is usually in New York.
Yeah.
Like, because there's also in the Miles Morales one.
Yeah.
Doesn't he also like go under the city into that huge weird place?
I don't know, probably.
Maybe there just secretly is a huge underground part of Manhattan.
I mean, the Ninja Turtles did live down there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Of course.
Yeah, so, yeah. But there are multiple drums full of fire in this space. So, like, it sounds like a very large space that they have found.
Yeah. They said, like, it's like
just full of folks.
3 stories tall or something. What was it?
Yeah. Like, what?
What?
What is up with that?
What's going on? Is that safe?
I don't know.
Unclear.
I mean, I guess safer than being outside if it's like weather is happening, you know?
Yeah, sure. Weather.
You know, when weather happens?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too hot and the rest of the time it's too cold and it can kill you.
Yep. No, I agree.
Yeah. You know?
I do agree. Yep.
You know weather?
Sure. Sure. Look, caves are just weird to me.
Yeah.
Is it a cave? Is it man-made? I don't know.
I don't know.
Painted? Who cares?
It has paint stalactites, and I was like, yeah, for sure.
And a ledge.
But why would that be there?
You're right. There is a narrow concrete ledge built into a wall, so
yeah,
I think it is a subway platform.
It's something for sure. Anyway, there are people living in it, is the point. I have absolutely zero memory of this happening. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's happened in this book, like when it happens, it's kind of like, oh yeah, like that, that kind of makes a little bit of sense. I've absolutely no memory of this whatsoever.
Me neither. I've been very lost since we got to New York. I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I actually legitimately don't remember like how any of this ends.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's
fair.
I
guess so.
I guess.
I guess.
I mean, I swear I've read this book, but like it left my brain.
Yeah, I mean, it's a James
like,
Patterson
no.
book. It's not memorable.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
As soon as the guy is like, who's messing with my Mac? I was like, brain explosion, galaxy brain. Suddenly remembered.
Oh, really?
This whole part, yeah.
That just left me being like, literally in my notes, I have what? Like with a bunch of question marks, because I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I said, is Max about to get electricity powers with like 5 question marks?
Whoa. That would be fun.
Yeah. Are they gonna get a Big Mac? That'd be nice.
Like the burger? Or like a big old computer?
Yeah. Nudge can't have it then.
No, she can't.
Yeah, like a burger.
Like a burger.
McDonald's.
Like a burger.
Sam, are you just hungry?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't buy enough tortillas. All I had was a mini quesadilla for dinner.
No. Oh. So sad.
It's fine.
That is sad.
Well,
I've lost the plot.
Yeah, the important thing here.
Yeah, me too.
I forget what we were talking about, but let's talk about the next chapter.
Yeah, please.
Where Max's brain explodes.
Yeah. I mean, nothing happens except Max is like, oh my god, please, I would like to die immediately.
Yeah.
Which I've had one migraine and it was terrible, but it didn't make me think that. The thing that makes me think that is menstrual cramps.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had this specific vibe, but the closest is like when you have a really bad ear infection. And your ear is so itchy that you're like, if someone gave me a knife right now, I would cut my ears out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I would put that directly into my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really imagine this level of pain, but I can imagine the like vibe of literally anything. I will do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, itchy is the worst.
Itchy is so much the worst.
It's so much the worst.
There's
I
no
hate itchy.
You can't take a pill for itchy.
No, like, I mean, I guess you can't do anything about it.
But
can you?
Benadryl?
I have like a pharmacy's worth of every single anti-itch medication that my pharmacy offered from a couple years ago when I had like some bugs that got into my bed and feasted on my upper thighs in a place where it was really inconvenient for me to have uncovered.
Yeah.
And I barely survived.
Well, like the only things that really work are those topical ones, and all they are is like an anesthetic.
Yeah. Well, and I was using like 4 different ones at ononce.
And you're only supposed to use them like 4 times a day, and it's like, okay, but they only last for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure like the second day I woke up with bites on me, I just like sat there and cried. Because I was like, I'm too itchy. I don't know what to do.
That is so awful.
And then I think it was just like a black fly had gotten in, but I also had a like, oh my god, bed bugs.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Anyway, I'm clearly still traumatized from this event.
That's fair. Well, someone needs to tell Max that you can get Tylenol.
Yeah. Some naproxen.
Yeah.
The good stuff for migraines.
Stuff. Yeah, naproxen.
Have some caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Max's issue is medical. I think it's magic. Or whatever the equivalent in this world is.
It's science.
Sorry, my bad.
It's science because it's a genetic modification.
Yeah, it's science even if you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they genetically modified her to have visions.
Yeah. Yeah.
She still hasn't realized that she's having visions, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think so. My brain is just stuck trying to think of how you could genetically modify something to have visions, but it's really hard. Well, I guess if you think of time as the fourth dimension and go way into some physics lore, you might be able to science this one. Come back to me next episode. Maybe I'll look into it.
You're gonna look it up?
Nah.
Before you do that, not to, but
Oh no.
well, it's, I mean, again, this like galaxy brained me, but I don't actually remember the specifics. But
Okay.
Max's powers have to do with the Mac
Like a computer?
being fucked with. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty sure the fact that Max is having this brain attack
Well, yeah.
is connected with why the Mac is fucking up.
That part I was able to infer.
Yeah. And
I just couldn't figure out how they were connected.
okay, just because no one had said it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max
I
is in the middle of this
missed-
brain
yeah.
attack, and then as she's like writhing around and gibbering, someone is like, "Who's screwing with my Mac?"
Yeah.
So yeah, clearly related, but how?
I don't know, radio waves. She's tapping into the internet
Oh,
with her
God.
brain.
I don't think I would like that.
Yeah, nope.
No.
Physics is wild.
Yeah, I don't want to be able to tap into the internet with my brain unless I have to like actively open a Chrome window to do so in my brain.
Yeah. I also don't want ads in my
Yeah.
brain, which I think would be inevitable.
Yeah, I need to be able to have.
This would be probably pre-ad.
Yes, but
That's
now
fair.
though,
No, yeah, now it'd be terrible. But
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it was like
then
probably
it might have been
pre-ad.
less terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will only have the internet in my brain if I can also have the Chrome extension web store to download an ad blocker.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And that's why you need a VPN for your brain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Brain VPNs, today's sponsor.
Brain VPN.
Or today's sponsor.
Uh,
No, honestly, what's even more important about this chapter is that Max is directly talking to God.
yeah?
So she is devout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she sure is.
Yeah.
Why? We don't know.
Why?
Maybe it's the religious
Again,
fanatics
angel
theory.
experiment.
Yeah.
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 I still stand by my theory.
I bet Jeb's a Baptist.
Is that a sick burn?
It's the Catholic.
Yeah, we're better than them. They're crazy. We're crazy, but have a palace in Italy.
Oh, sure.
It's true.
Sorry, I don't even know enough about religion to understand your sick burns. Sorry.
Get wrecked, Baptist.
Get wrecked. So,
Um,
how are you a genetically created creature? It's also, I mean, I guess your personal creation doesn't have to have anything to do with. But like, okay, hear me out. Imagine that you believe
Uh-huh.
in God and everyone was made in God's image as part of God's plan, and then you're like, except some humans made me
except
specifically.
me specifically.
So,
Mhm.
how would you sort of talk to God in your head?
That would cause you a lot of religious turmoil, probably.
Probably.
Learning that you were not made in God's image.
Yeah. Well, maybe she is, but the
Maybe.
angels made
Mhm.
in God's sidekick's
Yeah,
image.
but not by God, because God, unless God's plan was for the
Yeah.
was for these scientists to play God and create
Sure.
bird kids.
Is there a biblical name that starts with Jeb? Jebediah?
Yeah, Jebediah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
he,
sure.
Is he someone who
I don't know.
didn't like God or something? Because that
Or
then the whole game,
Still
game,
play it.
the whole book would be a biblical metaphor.
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
I am Catholic and therefore did not actually read the Bible.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Fair.
I only know the good stories that they told us in church.
Yeah, not the Jebediah ones.
Not the Old Testament ones that are
Boo.
about God like killing people, unless it was everybody except Noah. We did talk about that one.
We did talk about that one.
That was a good one. I like that one. There were animals in it.
There were animals in it, as I recall.
Yeah, there were 2 of all of them.
Yeah. Yep. Sure was.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I was there.
Remember that?
I remember. I remember the Noah story as told by the hit children's film Cats Don't Dance.
I don't know that one, but I do know
Oh my god,
VeggieTales.
it's so good. Okay, anyway.
Okay, no, yeah, now this podcast is about that.
Okay, next episode will be I make everyone watch Cats Don't Dance because it's the single best animated movie ever created. But until then, we should guess what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
Okay, so chapter 85.
Yeah.
Your sentence is, just as before, the pain slowly ebbed and I almost cried with frustration. If it was ending, I wasn't dead.
Me after like a work day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so Max gets a job and
yeah, she gets a retail job.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much to say. Like, I don't think anything's gonna happen. She's gonna like get over it, talk to the flock for a bit, and then it's gonna be the next chapter.
Agreed.
I'm so cynical of this book.
Oh my
god. That's because this book sucks.
It's bad.
It's bad. Sorry, I got distracted because my eyes trailed away and I saw that somebody gets called a dipstick in this chapter too. I can't wait.
Ooh, who is it?
No, you'll have to find out.
No, I want to know.
So the next chapter is actually in part 5 of the book.
Whoa! I didn't even know there was a part 5.
Which is called The Voice. Make that my voice. Whoa.
Oh no, it's God.
No.
It's God.
It's God.
And that chapter is chapter 86. And your sentence is, my eyes flicked to the kid's grimy face.
The kid?
What?
They're speaking with a homeless child? Mm-hmm. Maybe the one who had the Mac?
Or maybe it's like a homeless kid that's an experiment infiltrated into the homeless. Maybe it's like maybe not some of the homeless people are escapees of the Institute.
Oh god.
I don't know. Anyways,
That's
I don't
rough,
know what's
buddy.
happening, but she's looking at a kid and maybe that kid is a homeless kid. Maybe that kid is a rescue from the Institute.
A rescue kid? Yeah, this is
I don't know.
This is
not
kid.
working right
this
now.
This is my rescue child.
Well, I'll take pity on you and tell you the next sentence.
Thank you.
Which is for chapter 87.
Okay.
And it says, the kid quickly started typing in commands, muttering, I'm going to track this down.
Oh.
So it is a kid with a Mac.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Were there laptops in 2005?
Oh, I forgot to say this. I did look that up. There were laptops.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which I was sad about because I did want to keep picturing him having one of those like candy colored iMac monitors.
The ones that we had in our computer labs in elementary school. Are computer labs still a thing? I bet they're not.
You had those in your computer lab? I had like Windows 95. What do you...
we had Macs, baby. Listen, it was a Catholic school.
Fancy. Oh, you're right. I bet the French school up the hill probably had Macs. It was the English school in Quebec didn't get Macs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, being Anglophone in Quebec was your first mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. They had the indoor pool, the indoor soccer field.
Oh, God. Okay, I didn't have that.
And a computer lab full of Macs. And we had...
What the hell?
The parking lot.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's so nice.
I forget what you said, but next chapter. Chapter 88, the last one. Your sentence is, have you ever woken up about 100 times more exhausted than you were when you fell asleep?
Yeah.
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 Is Max 30 now? Was there a time skip?
Yeah.
Every time you have a dream where you just like work for a full day and then you wake up and you have to go to work and you're like, oh my God. I was just at work.
Yep.
That hasn't happened to me before, but that sounds like the worst.
I had it when we worked at an aquarium together.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that did happen to me when I was tree planting, but it was because I tree planted for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing about working at an aquarium is it consumes your entire life.
Yeah.
Including your dreams.
Are you telling me you slept? Wow. I could never.
What do you mean you could never? I could never get a hold of you after work because you would go home and immediately go to bed.
Oh, yeah. If I was on late shift, I wouldn't sleep.
No.
The only working through the night that I had was actually working.
Yeah, I had some of those.
Yes, I've had to work.
Those were fun.
Midnight.
I was thinking about that actually today, because I ate a bunch of dessert at work, and then I had a tummy ache.
And you were like, wow, just like an overnight.
I was like, yeah, just like an overnight, where you work from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. after having worked the day before, and then you get on the subway at 7 a.m. and you're like, I'm gonna throw up everywhere.
The 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. time slot is just a wild time.
Just the coolest thing I've ever done was fall asleep sitting up in a chair in a wetsuit because it was 4 a.m. and I was at work.
Awful.
Good times.
Anyway, great guesses. I'm sure you made some.
Yeah, I think so, maybe.
But other than that, let's talk about what else we've been reading. It has been a month, so I'm sure there's a lot. I read a lot of books in one day.
Oh my god.
The day that I finally recovered from burnout while on my vacation.
Yeah, it's funny how that just sort of all or nothings for you, huh?
Yeah, I literally, day 15 of taking a vacation on my flight home, I suddenly could read new books again.
Wild.
And I read some really good ones. Because two of them were our book club books, Tress of the Emerald Tea and the Kaiju Preservation Society, and both of them immediately went on my top 10 of this year list.
Same.
They were so good.
I agree.
Yeah. And then otherwise, I've been rereading T. Kingfisher because I read Paladin's Grace, which was our September book. And then I proceeded to read everything else. Yeah. And then I was going to be currently reading one book, but then I finished it at 2 a.m. last night, which was Assistant to the Villain. I didn't need to stay up till 2 a.m. to finish it, but I did.
I was going to say.
I had pretty neutral feelings about it. It was fun, otherwise neutral. But I stayed up too late.
Dang.
Far too late.
That's it. That's what I
congrats.
did. What about you guys?
Good job. A lot of mine actually overlap with what Sophie read, because I also read Paladin's Grace. Well, it was our book club book, so I guess that's not really shocking. And then I also read Assistant to the Villain, which also, pretty mediocre, but I don't know why. It was kind of fun, but yeah. I also then read a bunch of rom-coms because I am me. I read The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten, which was great. I read The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. Yes, a noun and noun. But it was very good. And the thing is, everyone's always like, what are you reading? I could not remember the title of this book. So it's like, I'd be full on reading this book, having a great time. Like, I love the book. But, if you ask me, what's the second book in, Carissa Broadbent's Nyaxia series, I'd be like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember the title of this book.
It's literally a word generator title. It's just so many words. Oh, my God.
Great.
But am I obsessed? Yes. Other than that, I am currently reading, actually, I've read maybe a page of each of these, but it counts. Paladin's Strength by T. Kingfisher.
Wow.
The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. And, I started reading Gallant by V.E. Schwab, which actually I'm about 60% of the way through. But the other two I've maybe read a page before falling asleep. But I'm about to go on a plane tomorrow, so I'll probably actually
that'll
start
do
them tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm so excited that you picked up the next Paladin book right away. I'm so excited.
I bought both of them.
It's because, I know, I debated buying them too. When Sophie first started talking about these books, I don't know what I thought, because I had read, I think the only T. Kingfisher book I read was Nettle and Bone, and I didn't listen to Sophie. And I will admit that, I didn't read Paladin's Grace first. I should have listened to Sophie, because they are so my shit. It's embarrassing. And as I was reading the book, all I could keep thinking was, God damn it, Sophie's never gonna let me live this down.
Nope.
So, yeah.
There are only two scenarios that I'm just gonna sit on the I told you so, and one is these ones. And the second is if you ever pick up a different Mercedes Lackey book.
Yeah, that one's like I did pick up was not my favorite.
Yeah. No, and that's fair because those weren't the ones I suggested. But
it's true. I didn't listen again. So bad.
And that's okay. You don't have to read any more Mercedes Lackey. But if you ever do and you're like, damn, that was pretty good, I will say I told you so, just so you know.
I know.
No, I won't sit and roll around and I told you so for the Paladin books because I'm just so happy you guys are reading them.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Anyways, Hannah?
Yeah, I'm still working on Paladin's Grace because I had a vacation in the middle that I wasn't reading it during, but also very much enjoying it. Some books that I read between last time and this time that I really enjoyed were How to Be a Movie Star by TJ Klune and Starter Villain by John Scalzi. They are both so fun.
John Scalzi. Incredible.
Right? That guy. Oh my god.
Guy.
I feel like Starter Villain has like the exact same vibe as the Kaiju Preservation Society, where it's like some guy is like bumbling through life during the pandemic and then gets a improbable and mysterious sci-fi opportunity handed to him.
Yeah.
And then goes and does shenanigans. And I was like, I wanted exactly more of that. Just the same thing again.
Yeah. I feel so bad that, like, honestly, I had mentally put John Scalzi in the same category as James Patterson.
So I
kind of just like guy who has written a bunch of books, I guess. And with like the Ian Bradshaw, like, you know, just all those people that have like a bunch of books.
Yeah.
And I just feel so bad because I'm like, actually, Kaiju Preservation Society, incredible.
I think he was that though, because like, he kind of even alludes to it in like the end of Kaiju, where he was just like, I kind of said fuck it to everything I was normally doing and just wrote this, and it was a lot of fun. So,
well, I'm glad. I hope he keeps doing that.
Same. Yeah. It was so good. What a good book that was. Mm-hmm. And then what am I currently reading? This is a good question. I'm waiting for Goodreads to load because I've immediately forgotten.
Yeah.
Right. Other than Paladin's Grace, which I am reading with my eyes, I am listening to how could I possibly have forgotten? I'm listening to Brazinger.
Oh no.
The third Aragon book.
Oh my god, I thought you were making a joke for a second. I was like, there's not a book called Brazinger.
There sure is. Oh my god. Okay, you guys, holy shit. I started listening to it yesterday.
Okay.
I want you to guess which beloved children's character the audiobook narrator makes Saphira sound like.
Oh. Miss Frizzle. Nanalan.
I don't know.
It is Cookie Monster.
Oh no!
She sounds like Cookie Monster.
That's
the
terrible.
First time she had narration, I was like, oh, are they hanging out with an Urgle? No, it was Saphira.
Oh my god.
That's
a production choice. Who okayed that?
Real rough.
We had some opinions about Aragon the book, but man, Christopher Paolini just keeps getting the short end of the stick of versions of his book coming out.
Yeah.
As different media.
That movie was bad.
The
audiobook, apparently.
Yeah. The Aragon voice is pretty good.
Okay.
I would say. The Saphira voice, however, is one of the worst things I have heard in an audiobook. Even worse than the Lie the Bod voice in the first Shades of Magic audiobook.
Oh my god, I hated that. Yes.
I have a friend who would not listen to the rest of the series or read the rest of the series because of how bad
I almost
the Lila Bard voice was. Yeah, same.
It was terrible, but they changed the narrator in book 2, thank god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they realized their mistake.
Yeah.
Unlike, apparently, the people who did the Aragon audiobooks, because this is book 3 and Saphira sounds like that. They should know better by now.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, horrifying.
I recommended A Darker Shade of Magic, the series, to a friend of mine, and with the specific caveat of don't listen to the first audiobook.
Yeah.
And if you do, know that you have to start listening to the second one so that I don't get mad at you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just give up after the first one because of the audiobook narration.
Yeah.
No. But also, like, just don't read it. Don't listen to it, is what I say. Tell people.
mean,
like,
I didn't have as strong reaction to the first. Like, I agreed that the narrator in the second and third was better. I didn't hate the first one the way you guys did.
I mean, I've actually re-listened to it to fall asleep, but
I read the second and third one.
Okay.
I was on a boat, I was desperate, and I didn't want something that I was actually going to enjoy, but I needed something, I don't know, audiobooks are really good to fall asleep to, okay? And I have it on freaking Audible, so I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
V.E. Schwab, known for her, like, relaxing and nice.
Just, like, low stakes. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you know what?
Simple plot, easy to follow.
Because I already knew it was going to happen, so it's fine.
You already knew about the murders, so why would they keep you up?
Yeah.
Exactly. Listen, I listen to Throne of Glass all the time to fall asleep to.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. You know what else you could listen to?
Sure. What? More of this?
You could listen to Midlight Crisis, you could listen to The Bedlam Stacks by Natasha Pulley, which is going to be our October book club book, because I read it in, like, 2018 and liked it and don't remember anything about it.
Great.
So I'm making you all read it with me. Have fun, I hope.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome.
No, it's been on my TBR for a while. I've had it on my TBR since you talked about it at the aquarium.
Dang.
So,
I did not read... No, I read that when I was unemployed after moving to Halifax.
I was still at the aquarium then, and you told me in a chat or something,
okay.
but I do distinctly remember you telling me about this book. I was still at the aquarium.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Glad we cleared this up.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, this episode is so focused and none of it will be cut out for sure.
Very bad energy.
All of it is exactly how we've said it, with no tangents.
No changes have been made. No. Raw audio. Raw and audio. Real.
Yeah, only.
At least there's no lasagna.
No, God.
If you liked this chapter of Midlight Lasagna Crisis, consider rating and reviewing us on Spotify or your podcatcher of choice. You can talk to us and find fun-related content on social media. We are at Midlight Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. And all chapters of the show thus far are available on our website, midlightpod.podbean.com, and on YouTube.
Lasagna Crisis is going to be the name of my memoirs. About how Hannah and I stopped being friends.
Wait, no, now I don't want to read it.
The Lasagna Crisis of 2023.
That would be a great name for, like, a Rick Riordan chapter title.
Yeah.
The Lasagna Crisis.
Yeah. Chercy what'd you say? Chercy Paxson?
Chercy Paxson? I can't even remember.
Anyway, we're ending the podcast. Sam, quickly.
And reasons why Sophie likes Newfoundland so much. It was huge, dark, and full of trees.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It sure is that.
Okay, so Travis Kelce went to Taylor Swift's show in Kansas City in August, and he made friendship bracelets. And then he went on his podcast and said, yeah, I was really hurt. I made her a bracelet with my number on it, but I didn't get a chance to see her before or after the show because she doesn't see guests because she has to perform for 3 hours.
Okay.
So that went viral, and I guess she heard about it. So apparently they've been, like, quietly, like, dating, seeing each other for the last, like, 2-ish months.
Oh.
Then he went on his podcast and was like, hey, Taylor, I've seen you rock Arrowhead stage now. I think it's your turn to watch or see me rock Arrowhead Stadium or whatever. And so then on Sunday, she shows up at the game, and then, like, is this, like, a whole thing? She's sitting there with his mom. They leave in a convertible car together, in a getaway car, as they would say. And it's just so fucking cute. And he's, like, smiling like he's so in love, and she looks so happy. And, like, it's just so fucking cute.
That's cute.
Isn't this basically the plot of High School Musical?
Stop it. There's been so many High School Musical edits too with the two of them. Oh my god, yeah, on
Then I must be right.